What's up guys, Teacher Paul here, and today we are reacting to this video which is from the channel Groovy Gavin. Groovy Gavin is asking the most important question in Norway right now. Are trolls actually real? And I think this is something that the whole of Scandinavia questions themselves at least once in their lifetime. Okay, so we're going to check out this video. If you want to watch it without my commentary, without my reaction, link is in the description. Go check it out. But let's see if the answer is here in this video. Are trolls actually real? With that said, actually, before we even start, let me just plug our wish list. We have reacted to Troll, the movie. And recently we just reacted also to Troll 2. Which is a new movie that's coming out, and it's on our wish list. We don't have sponsors here on the channel, so you guys can go and support us if you want me to react to the full movie Troll, which is somewhere over here. Where is it? There we go. Troll 2. I knew I had it there somewhere. Okay, so that sponsored segment is over. Sponsored by myself. Let's go and check out the video. Are trolls real? Let's go, guys.
I didn't think trolls could be real. But back in the 1200s, there were actually some weird laws in Norway. Like, you can't talk to trolls, or you'll be put to death. You can't use troll knowledge.
Wait a second. What? There were actually rules or laws? Wait a second. Whoa. We gotta watch that again.
I didn't think trolls could be real. But
wait. Let me actually record this also.
I didn't think trolls could be real. But back in the 1200s, there were actually some weird laws in Norway. Like, you can't talk to trolls, or you'll be put to death. You can't use troll knowledge, or you'll be put to death. You can't call someone a troll, or you'll die. You get the idea. So what...
You're telling me that in Norway, back in the 1200s, there were actual laws that you can't do stuff regarding trolls? Actual laws. What the heck? And it wasn't laws about you can't spread false information about trolls, or you can't, believe in trolls. No, it was actually do not engage with trolls, like as a guideline. Do you think trolls are real? Let me know in the comments.
Were they possibly talking about? What is a troll, and why is nearly everything in Norway named after them? Towns, statues, and most importantly, tons of mountains. So I traveled way too far to Norway to figure that out for myself. And I'm going to be going to popular places named after trolls, doing research, and talking to troll experts to see if possibly, just possibly, trolls.
That's the troll movie
existed.
Which I reacted to.
So before we look for trolls, we obviously have to know what we're looking for. And the Norwegian folklore, they usually are depicted living in isolated areas, such as mountains.
Hansi is saying witchcraft was illegal too, like in many places. Yeah, but the difference is that witchcraft is real. Witchcraft is a practice. People do witchcraft because they believe it will lead to something. So witchcraft is a practice where people actually do stuff. They actually kind of like, it's just an example, they actually go out there, kill a chicken. They perform the witchcraft. But trolls are like creatures, right? So I think those are two different things. Like, obviously it's illegal. It should be illegal because it involves the sacrifice of animals and stuff like that. So the practice of witchcraft is still something people actually do in the belief that it will lead to something bigger, right? But believing in trolls, are there people out there who believe trolls are real? Let me know if you're watching from Norway. And are trolls something only Norway has, or is it just is it something broad like in the full of Scandinavia?
Living in isolated areas, such as mountains, caves, dense forests, anything far from humans.
I guess that makes sense.
That makes sense. Don't like humans. They range from either giant mountain-like beings, which I didn't know too much about, to smaller gnome-like creatures, depending on the story. It's believed that what turns them into stone, these giant stone creatures, is 1, sunlight, and 2, church bells.
But the main trolls that are believed to have existed in Norway were the mountain trolls. Because of how many mountains were named after trolls, so we headed to the first spot called Trollheimen, which literally
Troll
means
Hyman.
home of the trolls, to see if we could figure out what trolls really were.
So yeah, a lot of these mountains that we're gonna be going around are believed to be.
Hey, this is how the movie Troll Hunter started, okay? So the way the Troll Hunter movie started was people trying to explore and find out if, you know, stuff, just filming, kind of like almost like a Blair Witch Project. So can you imagine if this YouTuber comes across a few trolls and then this becomes like another Troll Hunter movie? That would be so cool.
Trolls. So take a look at that.
So the whole thing's a troll?
Look, it looks like a troll like this.
Dude,
You see that mountain just like...
stop trolling.
Stands up. This looks like where we would find trolls, like through there. See one pop its head out.
Yeah, they live on the internet today.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on these mountains. I think one of them is gonna hit the gritty when we're not looking. All right,
Hit the
let's look at
gritty.
these, Let's look at these. That Mountain A over there. I'm not thinking that one looks like a troll. That one kind of looks just like a mountain to me. Mountain B.
It's a
hear me
troll's
out on this
dandruff.
one. Troll standing
Serious
up like
case
that,
of dandruff.
falls backwards like that. So that one could be a troll right there. That giant mountain. That's just a mountain. I don't know. There is one thing you can do to make the trolls angry. You see like some rocks lying about, especially near mountains. And you move their rocks or take their rocks.
It's like taking their balls.
What?
Oh, dude, look at all those stones.
Or if, you know, you go the traditional way, just start praying, because apparently they don't like Christians. Is that it? So yeah, that's how you anger them or lure them into your area.
This is a big moment. Are we sure we want to do this? It's like Thanos taking out Vision's stone out of his head. Yeah.
That's so silly.
Hit a little dance on it. Ooh, we showed him.
We hadn't found any
Wait
troll-shaped
until the
mountains yet,
mountains
but I
start
did have a place that was supposed
moving.
to have one, so maybe finding this could help us figure out what trolls were and why there were laws about them, which I should probably get a little bit more into.
So in Christian laws in the 11th and 12th century, very long time ago, there were very clear laws against having contact and seeking knowledge from trolls.
That's
so they're like
crazy.
witches or demons or something.
It almost is sounding like that. I'm kind of like already off the bat, I'm wondering if this was like a type of Salem witch trials. Like they had like over here in Norway, they had like trolls. My wife isn't making me a sandwich. Satanic. That's literally what they did in Salem witch trials. They'd be like, oh, she's disobeying me. Witch, and then they would burn her. In 1274
That's
to
mad.
1276,
That's
having
moving
contact
mad.
with trolls was considered a grave offense and could result in the most severe punishments. Back then, that was probably really bad punishments. It's probably like stretching you out and like having rats eat your body or something like that. These statues
trolling.
were not just religious but also secular, indicating that belief in trolls was widespread and such interactions were seen as a real threat to society. So that's just saying it wasn't even just within religion at the time. These were like laws. The word troll was also associated with witchcraft in early Scandinavian languages. Calling someone a troll was
Interesting.
considered a serious insult.
Well, yeah, you don't want like people like false like things.
Falsely accusing. Yeah, it'd be like falsely accusing people. It is actually way more similar to like the witch trials. I have a very clear image of what a witch is in my head. It would be a lady practicing some sort of like herb medicine and stuff, and they're like, oh, that's weird, we don't understand that, that's witchcraft. I don't really understand what a troll is. Were they accusing some dudes of being trolls? Like maybe there were some like
Some oversized motherfuckers.
yeah, some
So back in the day, I don't think nowadays we have as much trolls as we used to in the past. But back then, it's because YouTube kind of like did a lot of safety features in the comment section. But we used to call them trolls. We used to have a lot of trolls that people would just really trash you on the internet. And I don't know, we don't have that much. Like I don't hear a lot of people call them trolls anymore, do they? Oh yeah, this is a very famous painting, isn't it?
like big dudes, and they're like, "Oh, you too big.
Yeah,
You're too big.
you cannot be.
You're
on
either too
Earth."
big or too small."
Yeah,
Do you
gotta
think
be
that's
something.
it?
With everything we had learned today, I basically had two theories. One, my theory, which was that trolls were basically just random people that got accused, like
Dude, you have to be very You have to be very ugly to be
Everything
called
we
a
had
troll.
learned today, I basically had two theories. One, my theory, which was that trolls were basically just random people that got accused, like witches back in the day. Or the main theory, which confused mine, that they had something to do with mountains. We're gonna figure out both of these by finding one of these mountains, and then later talking to an expert.
You gotta
We
be
have
very
no map.
ugly
No
to be confused with a troll. Like literally, that's a really offensive thing.
service, but adventure in our bones. And we're looking for a troll face in one of these mountains.
Wow,
We're
okay.
looking for... Oh, right there.
Oh, this might be a bit brutal.
Can you actually see
But I
trolls in
want
the
the challenge.
mountains?
I wish this mountain was twice as tall, as a matter of fact. And I wish it was twice as cold. And I
The
was
king
missing a
called the
leg.
queen a troll?
And guys, it's really hard to film while climbing up mountains, especially because it's a little slippery.
When was
but
that?
I only need one hand. It won't be too hard because I got the Ace Pro 2 from Insta360.
Sponsor.
Whether that's hiking up a mountain, climbing over rocks, going in tight spaces,
Where's the
fitting in
sponsor
your
warning?
pocket to go anywhere, you can do it all with this camera. First, what I'll say is you can flip up the screen like this, and it also tracks your face. But by far, my favorite feature is usually with cameras, if you want to put them on a stick or a tripod or something, it takes a second, right? All you do, and then to take it off, if I need to look in like a tight little spot, tight little hole, any trolls down there, can do that. If I want to put it back on, hey, it's literally the only camera you need. You can even take pictures with it.
Dude, these guys are having the time of their lives. They traveled to
I wasn't
Norway
able
just
to show
to
the low
do
light
a
ability in
troll
Norway on the Ace Pro
investigation.
2, but it has this mode called Pure Video. Here's a side-by-side
Okay,
with my
guys,
iPhone
we
and the
don't
Ace Pro
want
2.
sponsored
And I also didn't know it has a
segments,
crazy AI feature,
especially
which
if
can
it's
automatically
not
analyze your footage and pick the best shots,
disclosed.
transitions, and music for you. It's starting to rain a little, but this camera is waterproof. Thank God.
I love this new feature
Here,
which
bro.
says jump
if
ahead.
there's not a troll up here, I'm not walking back down, dude. I'm jumping down.
We were finally
What?
getting closer to the top of the mountain.
What the heck was that? Did he just jump without a parachute? What? Wait, what? How did they... Who did that?
I'm not walking back down, dude. I'm jumping down.
We were finally getting closer to the top of the mountain where we would get answers on why mountains were named after trolls.
So this is where we're at right now. There's the car.
Maria, I love your honesty.
Mountain. Ethan. We literally
What is he
traveled
doing?
3 different planes.
If that is
Total of,
actually a
16,
troll,
17 hours. It is
either it
really
liked it or
painful
hated it.
and really expensive. And if you guys ever want to help me out, it helps me so tremendously if you just subscribe.
If you guys don't subscribe to Groovy Gavin in the next 5 seconds, I am going to eat all of you.
Oh, dude, this is so.
Yeah, go
this is
go
so
subscribe to Groovy Gavin.
beautiful.
This
Oh
is a
my
good
gosh.
video.
Wait, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Open your eyes.
Damn, that's actually crazy.
I know, bro. Look at this.
The beauty of Norway. I hope he has a drone. Don't get too close to the edge. Don't get too brave.
Wow. Oh my God.
I see what he's doing.
Wow. The view?
Interesting that they didn't use the meme.
The final thing to do was
Oh,
to
come on.
find this troll face, but we were having some issues.
We're basically at the exact point where the trail ends. It might be on this face, like face of the mountain.
Like we're on it?
Yeah, you're
like-
probably on it.
It might be this.
You gotta be on the other side.
Oh, bro, I'm actually gonna shit myself. Hey, get the drone.
That's genius. I forgot about the drone.
Hey, but
Hi,
if
Ahom.
that shit sucks. You're done for.
You think we're gonna stop here? You think we flew 16 hours, then drove 8 more hours, and then hiked damn near up a cliff? And we're gonna stop here?
Wait, feels like I saw an eye. Yeah, kind of hard to show where I saw the eye.
And we're gonna stop here? You think we're gonna stop?
Oh, there we go. He's got the drone.
Godspeed. One small step
But it's nice
for
to see with
man,
your eyes, right?
one
How else are you gonna
giant,
see?
one small little drone for troll kind.
You gotta do the biggest lock in the world.
Gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Point in 10 seconds.
Oh hell no.
I gotta get a little further out.
That drone's gonna fall.
Oh, it's not looking good. Oh no. Oh no, the battery. Oh,
How did you not get the battery?
don't die on me. Don't die
How
on
did
me
you not
now.
get the
You just
battery
gotta
charged?
make it through. You got a little bit left.
Oh, I see it nowhere.
Guys, if we're seeing the footage, it did not fall.
That was actually crazy. That was like a cinematic moment, bro.
Yeah.
That was better than Avengers Endgame.
That was like Interstellar, bro.
That was an emotional roller coaster, bro.
You saw anything there?
Well, let me look back through it. I'm not seeing anything.
Wait,
Did they find the face?
Where is this shit, bro? Dude, we gotta find this. Where the hell is this? So bad news, we couldn't find it anywhere. This place literally translated to troll wall. And this picture comes up when you search that. I couldn't find answers for the life of me. So my last resort, we flew more hours to somewhat of a troll expert that could finally explain all of this to me.
I guess you come here to Norway to learn about trolls.
We do.
Many of our old myths and fairy tales about trolls originates back from the early Viking Age, or maybe even earlier. The Swedish and Finnish trolls are rather small, so in tourist shops
So
all
there
over
are
Norway,
trolls in
you
Finland and
probably
Sweden.
see trolls like this,
But they're small.
and cute and friendly. But the fairy tale trolls, however, are brutal and quite malevolent and not friendly at all. Another interesting trait with trolls when Christianity came.
Wait. Isn't trolls like also kind of there's another name, because you guys call it trolls, but there's another name. It's not dwarves, it's what is it? There's another name. I can't remember. Nisa. No, not Nisa. Nisa is kind of a troll, right? No, there's another name for it. It's not dwarves, it's goblins, right? Goblins kind of like are similar to trolls, right? And I'm thinking maybe people were I'm trying to connect the dots here. Like maybe they used to, because in Sweden and in Finland the trolls are smaller, right? So maybe they used to consider dwarfism kind of like something connected to trolls or goblins, or I don't know, maybe there's a connection there. Maybe that's what people kind of like. Goblins are not a Norwegian thing. Yeah, but I was just trying to make a connection there. Maybe that's what they, because witches were like easy to kind of like point out and say, oh, she's a witch, because if they had a few features or a few weird stuff going on, you know, people would point out and say, oh, she's a witch. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe that's what people were trying to say. Oh, maybe something with dwarfism. I don't know. Which is really messed up. I know. Really messed up. They made up all sorts of weird explanations. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's go back.
Interesting trait with trolls when Christianity came is that they immediately started to despise the sound of church bells, the sign of the cross. These fairy tales were most likely used as propaganda for the new Christian faith.
Are a lot of people superstitious today about trolls and troll stuff, or not as
Really,
much?
not like on Iceland.
Oh, Iceland is
You
a lot
know,
more.
on Iceland, people still believes in elves and trolls.
Are trolls at all connected
Iceland,
to
you guys
witches
believe
or
that?
Not really, because I saw like some of the
Really?
laws like really long time ago.
The
People would
oldest
mention them to their
Norwegian law about where trolls are mentioned is a law from the late 13th century. In one of these laws, it is mentioned that it is forbidden to sit outside at night to contact trolls. It is most likely The word troll is used as a more common term for using magic. Everything from using necromancy to contact the deceased relatives. We don't really have any laws about witchcraft, against witchcraft in Norway until the early 17th century, when King Christian IV of Denmark and Norway, where he states that any man or woman who has forsaken their holy baptism and made contact with the devil should be put to death and burned alive.
So we figured out most of it was just myths from Christianity. Basically, scared of everything non-religious being evil. But the main question, why were the mountains supposedly trolls?
People watched our majestic nature. They looked up to mountain peaks, looking vaguely humanoid in shape, and
wait a second.
To imagine that maybe this mountain peak was a huge, gigantic creature.
So
is it similar to when we look at clouds and see stuff and like imagine, oh, you know, that's interesting. So in Norway, they looked at mountains. Is that basically it? Also, I just want to say props to this YouTuber. I think his name is Groovy Gavin, right? He seems very respectful, you know, because he's listening to the explanation. He's not laughing, smirking. He's being very respectful to the culture, to the, you know, education, to what she's saying. I like that. You know, we need more people like this, because it feels like most YouTubers, not most, I'm not going to say most, but some YouTubers and some streamers, they just go out there to create havoc and, you know, just to kind of like troll on people's cultures and stuff like that. And you know the types of streamers I'm talking about, that they have no regard to the culture or actually understanding. So props to this guy for actually bringing some educational videos and just being respectful to the whole thing. They can't troll the troll belief. Exactly, yeah. You can't be trolling the trolls. You got to be respectful.
Generally, like what people believed in Norway is the mountains would be the trolls.
Yes, on this map you can see a lot of mountains and landscape formations named after troll myths and legends. This troll, the troll Basefjord,
behind her,
his rival fell in love with the same troll woman, and they started fighting over her, throwing rocks at one another, and didn't notice how the sun rose, and both the trolls turned to stone.
So that's what turns them into stone, is the sun.
It's a common theme in Norwegian myths and fairy tales.
I guess it really was that simple.
I don't know, I'm still under the impression that it was it was like a similar thing to the witches, like, ugh, that guy's big and stinky. He must be a troll. If I didn't take a shower, then we kill him because he's a troll. But it is interesting how like troll is almost a word used for witchcraft. I think that's kind of interesting. But the whole mountains thing, I don't really know. I don't really get that, to be honest with you. It's basically trolls are just weird shaped mountains, but then they started using like a word troll for like witchcraft and stuff, but that's basically just because of Christianity, and they're like, anything that's not Christianity is evil. It almost as Christianity made them even more weird. Next video's out.
So is it kind of like the word pagan as well, or no?
Big. It's arguably massive. This Alien series I've been working on, it's dropping July 4th, July 11th, July 18th. We're talking to people who worked in the military on UFO stuff, people who have been abducted. Subscribe for that. Help me get to 2 million, because the Sam and Colby collab is coming soon. Also, go follow my Instagram. I put a bunch of
Did you see Sam and Colby?
Leaks on the future content. And don't forget to go check out Insta360's Ace Pro 2. It made filming this video 10 times easier, and it was honestly really fun to use.
I didn't think.
I know he said Sam and Kobe, but it sounded like he said salmon Kobe, as in like Kobe beef, but instead of beef, it's salmon Kobe, salmon Wagyu or salmon Kobe beef. You know, anyways, nice video. And are trolls actually real? I guess we'll never know. You know, I mean, there are movies out there that kind of imply that they're real, like The Troll Hunter. Yeah. Now I'm hungry. You know, now I want to try some salmon Kobe. Guys, we're live on Twitch, so come join us. And as I said, I don't have a sponsor on the channel, but you guys can help me with the wish list, where we react to longer videos, which would be demonetized on the channel. So we have Troll 2 coming in 2025. If you want a reaction to that, we have reacted to the teaser, and soon we'll react to this movie, Land of Mine, which was already funded. And also we have a show, which is this one right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not over here. We have so many things that we have already done. Just trying to find where it is. Did I skip it? I skipped it, right? Where is it? I feel like I've been to every page now. Okay. I feel like, okay, here it is. There we go. Okay, and we're going to react to that soon as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on Discord if you want to watch it. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, go support the channel, Groovy Gavin. And if you have any more videos like these that you want me to react to, just let me know. Request a video through Buy Me a Coffee, go over to Twitch, and click over here to see more educational videos. Take care. Bye-bye.